KIMT News 3, coverage you can count on. This is KIMT News 3 at 5.
And thanks so much for joining us for KIMT News 3 at 5. I'm George Mallet. First tonight, it is policy when you live here in the upper Midwest. You do not complain about the heat. After all, we'll be dealing with frozen pipes and clogged snowblowers soon enough. That said, it is really hot out there today. So on that note, let's check in with KIMT Storm Team 3 Chief Meteorologist Aaron White. Aaron, it is... Can
we talk about snow now? Just to kind of balance things out a little
Just
bit,
to balance it, huh? It is hot out there, buddy.
It is hot, yeah. It's hot. Not so much humid right now. Our dew points are a little bit lower, but still, it is just a toasty afternoon. We've had the heat in play. Honestly, for the last several days, since Friday, we had high 93 degrees. We had 90s over the weekend. We still got 90s in play for today, and it's Wednesday, and we're tracking more of the same as we head into your Thursday and Friday. Right now, as we look live over Mason City, we got sunshine, a few clouds billowing up with the heating of the day. 93, though, this afternoon. We got 91 in Rochester, still seeing a few clouds out there, but otherwise, it is just toasty. 91 in Osage and Preston, 93 Dodge Center, Austin, and Albert Lee. And as we look at our radar, we're not seeing much in the way of rain, nothing really showing up. There are a few clouds around, a couple sprinkles there down by Waterloo, but also a few showers and storms building up in parts of western Minnesota. Not going to see much in the way of rain around here for today. Tomorrow, better chance, but Friday, a little bit of a different story. I'll talk about those rain chances on Friday coming up here in just a few minutes.
Thanks, Aaron. Well, a day as hot as this is an inopportune moment for pools to be closed, but fights, unsupervised children, even fence jumping, all combining to prompt Rochester to close city pools today. KIMT News 3's Jessica Bringy joining us live from Soldiers Field Park with how the community is now reacting to the closure of the facility during a heat wave. Jessica.
George, it's really been a disappointing day for those looking to take the edge off this sweltering day by hopping into Soldiers Field Pool. Earlier today, I did speak with Brenda Penna, Brandy, Penna, a nanny in Rochester, who says she was at the pool around noon yesterday and actually tells me she felt it wasn't overcrowded. She did, however, mention there was a line when they left around 2 p.m. But she says she's disappointed the pool is closed to children wanting to cool off during this heat wave. I also spoke with Rochester grandmother Mary Van Persum, who tells me her grandchildren don't visit public pools out of concern for the crowds.
I'm sure everyone is just overwhelmed that something like the pool is open after COVID. So I think that all the kids and all the parents are just overwhelmed, and it was just the first couple of days. I don't think that they should have closed it so soon.
With large crowds, you just kind of never know what you're going to get. And unfortunately, it sounds like in this circumstance, things really got out of hand, which is too bad.
And in some more disappointing news, there is currently no timeline for when city pools will reopen. Live in Rochester, Jessica Bringy, KIMT News 3.
Thanks, Jessica. The pool capacity was limited to 300 people in an effort to curb safety hazards over the weekend. That's down from the full capacity of about 600 people. Well, the Parks and Recreation Department is mapping out the next steps for reopening both Soldiers Field and Foster Aaron pools. The department spent today speaking with the police department, along with city partners and the Orca Swim Club, about ways to safely get the community back inside pools. Recreation Supervisor Ben Bolt says the department isn't releasing details about how that's going to happen, but he's hoping the community will help by following the pool rules when it does happen.
It's a lot of different things going on that all have kind of come together or converged at the pools that created the issues. So I don't think there's going to be just a singular thing we can change that's going to magically fix it. It's just something we're going to need to work on and try to find the best way forward.
Yeah, Bolt went on to say in his 7 years with the city, he's never seen the collective out-of-control behavior of the past few days. Okay, so we've established Rochester's pools are closed. KIMT News 3's Samantha Soto joins us live from Byron's City Swimming Pool to find out if hot Rochester residents are heading west for a swim. Sam, what's it look like there?
Well, George, I can tell you it is pretty packed right now. The pool just opened here on Monday, and I'm told it was a pretty busy first start to the day. Yesterday was a little bit of a slowdown, but as you can see behind me, that's definitely picked back up here today. Now, the superintendent of the parks, Tom Rickey, tells me the pool typically sees 50 to 100 people per day, and he expects to get back to those numbers as we move into the summer months. The pool is fully lifeguarded at all times, although it has been a struggle to find lifeguards due to COVID. Following Rochester closure, Superintendent Tom Rickey says there could be a possible increase, but doesn't expect it to have much of an impact on their pool.
I don't suspect that we will see a big influx of patrons to Byron. They're certainly welcome, but I just hope that Rochester is able to get their pools up and going again for that amenity for the community.
Ricky wants to reiterate some of those basic pool rules. Of course, no running, no big floaties, and no food and beverages in the pool. For the health and safety of everyone, live in Byron, Samantha Soto, KIMT News 3.
Duly noted. Thank you, Samantha. Byron City Pool hours are, by the way, 7 days a week from 1 in the afternoon until 8 in the evening. Well, if you are ready to jump into Silver Lake Pool, yep, guess what? You're also going to need to hold your water wings there as well. The pool's opening is delayed again following the actions of, you heard it, the swimmers over there at Soldiers Field last weekend. It was previously delayed before that because of a pipe that broke. KIMT News 3 spoke with some parents who are understandably upset that they got to wait longer.
That's disappointing that it's closed.
It would have been nice to have gotten a little more notice because we had no idea. We were able to sign up fine, so we thought we had our spot reserved until we got here.
Just like everywhere else, no new opening date for Silver Lake Pool has been announced. Well, we have an update on the case of a homicide in Austin. Authorities are trying to track down Miguel Nunez Jr. He's wanted in the murder of David Harris. Court documents say Nunez, also known as Spazzo, went to the scene to buy marijuana. When he arrived, he threatened to shoot everyone unless they handed over the marijuana. When Harris opened the bedroom door, Nunez allegedly shot him in the chest. A second victim struggled with Nunez and also ended up being shot. Police say Nunez was also shot and dropped his gun on the way out. They believe he is no longer in the area. A 53-year-old female Walmart employee was punched in the face Tuesday. According to Rochester police, Denard Ellis wanted to cash a check. That employee told him the service desk was closed. He got upset and allegedly punched her. She fell into a clothing rack and hit her head on the floor. She got stitches for her cuts. Ellis was arrested and now faces assault charges. More teens are getting the COVID-19 vaccine, but doctors are finding a rare heart problem popping up from the shots. Aaron.
Thanks, George. Well, I'm tracking more of that heat and humidity, but by Friday, it's going to be a different story. We got chances for showers and thunderstorms. I'll talk more about that coming up in my Storm Team 3 forecast.